What's going on, people? My beard looking a little rough out these parts. Who we got up in the place? Let me see. We got J Marie up in here. What's going on, Prima? We got Andrea B05. Thank you so much for being the top viewer. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming to the live. We got Tiff up in the building. What's going on with you, Tiff? We got Bells up in here. We got the whole fan bam in this thing. Alright, y'all. So we're going to get this thing started. Now, I may not be able to, go ham like I usually do. Because for some reason, I'm thinking like I'm, like my voice. Like I'm not used to talking for, I guess 6 days a week. And so my voice and my throat is kind of feeling crazy. So I'm going to try to give y'all as much energy as I can give y'all without kind of stressing my voice box. So I don't like tea, so I need to figure out how to give y'all energy without being on 100 the whole live. So I'm gonna try to figure it out. We're gonna figure it out so that we can get this thing into it. All right. Dan said, what's the DPI to use? The best DPI to use. So the best DPI that I like to use for Procreate is 300. So that's usually the default for me. Even this Yak Mac or Yak Smack, thank you so much for that. It is 300. So yeah, that's usually the default, especially for printers that print your artwork out. They usually say 300. You can go up as far as 700, but I know in Procreate that'll make your file size a lot bigger than it needs to be. So 300 is pretty much the basis. All right. J Marie said, what we doing today? So we doing a Minecraft pattern here that we did in Procreate here. So we're gonna do this. This should be insane. The colors look a little dull here, but when we print that thing, it's gonna be insane. We got Malice up in here. Thank you so much for coming to the live, Malice. Happy Thursday, people. I appreciate you guys coming. Tip said we're gonna have to send you some remedies. We're gonna have to do something, fam, because like I said, my throat is on fire right now, which is one of the reasons why I kind of took a day off yesterday, because my throat was killing me. So I have to figure it out and see. Baby mama says it's kind of like how singers use their voice all the time, and they drink tea and stuff. I don't like tea, so I got to figure it out. So we'll see. So if I'm not as hype as I usually am, that's the reason why I can't keep stressing my throat. Mario, thank you so much for the follow. Willard, thank you for the follow. Lewis, thank you so much for the follow. Cameron Hill Curry, thank you for the follow. Superman said, let's go. Dan said, honey drops. So I'm going to look into that. So feel free to throw your comments in there on what I should do to kind of get my voice together. But this is it's getting bad. Hopefully I don't stretch it to where I got laryngitis or anything, but we're going to get into that. Mala said, is it allergies? I don't think it's allergies. I think it's just the fact that I come on here and I'm so hyped 6 days a week. And I'm usually this is usually how I talk. But when, I'm in this setting, I kind of bring it up a notch. And so, I think that's kind of wearing on me for now. King Lo Paris said, what's up? What's going on with you guys? Thank you so much for coming to the live. So we're going to get into this pattern we got here, the Minecraft pattern. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Mr. Socks. I'm going to teach you guys how to print custom sublimation socks. Let me just start off by saying I love you guys. Thank you so much for choosing me to watch. I talk a lot and I give out positive vibes, so I just ask that same thing in return, or my moderators, they get a little block happy. So they will block you if they feel like you're being super negative. All right, so I love you guys so much. Let me see. Brian, thank you so much for the follow. King Lil Paris, thank you for the follow. Kinsey, thank you for the follow. Pamela said boil lemons and add honey. So I'm definitely going to try that. I'm going to rewatch this live later on today, so I can get, write down all of you guys' suggestions. Mills with Carrie said, what's good? What's going on with you? They said, let me see. He said, what's wifey cooking today? So I think she's doing meatloaf and something else, lima beans, some other stuff. So I can't really tell you for sure. But thank you so much for coming to the live. All right. Carmen said, excuse me. Carmen said, black seed oil works true wonders. So I'm definitely going to try that as well. Miles said, stop screaming at them people and pick up the line. Let's go. All right, so we're going to get into this tutorial. All right. Feel free to keep dropping them comments. I'm going to try to get to as many as I can. Them comments be flooding in there. So we're going to get this thing started. So first off, we have our socks, right? So we have our Sublimation socks that we use. And they're not considered actually Sublimation. These are actually by Gildan. They're 96% polyester and 4% spandex. All right, so I get these from Amazon. I think they're like a 12 pack for $17.99. So these are really good. And then we have our sock jig here. It's a 4.5 inch by I think 17.83. And this is what we use to stabilize the sock as well as stretch it out so that we can get the ink and the color in between the fibers of the sock. All right, because we want to make sure that we keep our vibrance. So yeah, so we have that. The next thing, we have our secret weapon, which is aluminum foil. So if you've never seen me print socks and you want to know what the aluminum foil is for, make sure you stay tuned. And we have our design here, our Minecraft. We're going to be doing this. If you're here by the end of the live, we will be giving at least 6 or 7 of these digital files out for you guys to be able to print on whatever you want, shirts, tumblers, whatever you want to print it on. All right, and that's just my gift to you guys, just for sticking with me until the end of the live. All right. A couple things. I have the Procreate class starting Monday, August 22nd. And so if you want to learn Procreate, make sure you get into that class. It's donation based. There is no set price for it or anything. We also have the YouTube channel. The Mr. Socks YouTube channel is up right now. So make sure you go to the link in the bio and tap on that IG so that you'll be able to have that drop down menu, and then you'll see the YouTube channel underneath that. All right, make sure y'all go tap on them videos, like it up, and subscribe so that we can bring out more content. All right, so the next thing is we're going to get to these socks, so let's get into that. All right, so we have our socks here. What we're going to do is we're going to clean off our sock jig with alcohol. So we have the alcohol. Is it mirrored? Nope, it's not mirrored. Let me do that. Let's see. All right, there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to spray our microfiber cloth with the alcohol here so that we can clean off the ink from off our sock jig. So we're just going to flip it over, do both sides here. I feel like you guys can't hear me, so I want to kind of get louder, but I really can't. We're gonna have to rock with it and kind of change some things up because it's getting a little sketchy. All right, so we have that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to load our sock onto the sock jig. So before we do that, let me see if you guys have any questions about the process or any comments. Dan said, need you a helper. I definitely do need a helper in here. I have the Fan Bam on a live that help a lot. So I appreciate you guys coming every single day. K Malone, parents, thank you so much for the follow. What is it? LaAndrea? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that thing. Thank you so much for the follow. Edward, thank you for the follow. Mala said, tap it up. Let's go. Licia said, add some Rockin' Ray to honey and lemon. I don't know what Rockin' Ray is, but I'm going to look that bad boy up. You know, that sounds like a remedy right there. User 6872, thank you so much for the follow. Nelia, thank you for the follow. Heather, thank you for the follow. We got Miss Melissa up in the building. Thank you so much for coming to the live. Mad Max, thank you for the follow. Pamela said, I'm about to start doing socks. Thanks for sharing this info. You're very helpful. Thank you so much for coming to the live. Make sure when you start them socks, you tag your boy so I can see your work. I would love to see it. Let me see. User 6941. Thank you so much for the follow. Or sorry, for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Lily is Ivy. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. So we're gonna get into this thing. I appreciate everybody for following and for liking it up. We had 1.8k likes right now. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna stretch this out here, stretch it out, and place it onto the sock. All right, so we have that. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that our lines are straight. We don't want any of the zigzag going on here. So we're just gonna make sure we're gonna roll our edges here, just to make sure that our lines are going vertical from top to bottom. All right, so we're just going to do that. We want to make sure that our lines are straight, because however our lines look on the sock, however we press our design is how it'll look on our leg. And we want to make sure that we don't have to, when we put it on our leg, we don't have to keep tugging it back and forth just to make sure that the design is straight. All right, so we have that. This is how it should look on both sides, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to make sure that it's as straight as possible. All right, so we have that. Let's do the next one here. We're going to do the same thing. Stretch it out, slide it onto the sock jig, and then we can begin to roll our edges here to fix the lines. All right, so we had that. Flip it over. All right, so we have that. This looks good on both sides. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to lint roll our sock, because we don't want any lint from any place like the manufacturer or anything, or dust or whatever that we have in our own house. We don't want it on our sock, so we're just going to lint roll our sock, the front and the back here. All right, because if you print with those fibers still on your sock, then once those fibers heat up, you will not be able to get it out once you press it. All right, now this was a new pad here. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if y'all can see. So we have like those small fibers that will heat up if you don't get it off your sock. All right, so we have that. The next thing we're going to do, let me point you guys down at the screen, at the table here. Let me see. It might be a little. All right, there we go. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to prepare our artwork here. So I'm going to get out my paper cutter. Let me see if you guys have questions before we get started on this thing. Let's see. Where we at? Brittany said, what time is the class? So the class is at 5 p.m. Central. So we have different days. The next class will start on August 22nd, and that will also be at 5 p.m. Central. But if you can't make it to the class, then we also have recordings that you'll have access to. All right. Let's see. Tip said, YouTube. Let's go. We're gonna tell you for. We say we're gonna tell for you, Mr. Socks. Let's go. Let's go. Let me see. King Lord Paris said, I use cardboard. It's okay to use cardboard, but I wouldn't recommend keeping the cardboard, just because it can soak up the ink from your last print, and it's you can't really clean it. So it's okay to start off with cardboard, but I would recommend that you guys have something that you can maintain and you can clean after every print. All right. J. Marie said, you sound fine. Don't be screaming. Thank you so much, Prima. We got Sue in the building from the UK. Said, hiya, everyone. We got Jess up in here. Jess said, I'm on a break. Hey, cousins. What's going on, Prima? Let me see. Who else we got? We got Stephanie Jean Knight said, I love your detailed work. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for coming to the live. Happy Thursday, people. Dirt Road Design says, does cardboard work? Yes, it does work, but I just wouldn't recommend using it for a long period of time. Just like I said, you would have more issues with using cardboard because it will soak up that ink, which means that once you press on it again, it will soak into the next sock if you don't, align it the right way. So yes, it does work. It's just, it really for our beginners. Let me see. We got Adele up in here. Let me see. Athena said, hello from Kansas City. Love your lives. Thank you so much for coming to the live. I appreciate you, from Kansas City. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut off this white space because we don't need it when we wrap it. All right. So we're just going to get as close as we can get to our edge here. All right. So let's do that. We're just going to kind of get like close enough, and then we're going to slice that thing. So we don't have anything on our edge here because we got right up against the edge to where it's not too much white space there. All right, so we have that. All right, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to wrap the sock. All right, so let's do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to place it face down here. All right, and then we're going to, let's make sure that the sock is straight. We're going to place it down. All right, and then place it right here in the middle, and then we're going to fold one side here, and then we're going to fold the next side. All right, with this way of folding your sock, you want to make sure that both sides of the paper are even, right? You don't want it to be like this or like this. You want it to be even so that it'll, your design will line up the correct way. All right, so we're going to even line it up here, make sure it's even, and then we're going to use our heat tape to tape up our design here, right? So we're going to do it here in the middle. We're going to line up the bottom and then tape the bottom as well. And then we're going to do something that we call our fillers. So we're just filling in the tape here where we didn't put tape, just because we want to make sure that everything is secure, right? We don't want any movement when we print on our sock here, because if we have movement, we have ghosting. We don't do ghosting here in the Nelson family, So we're going to tape it here to the sock jig, flip it over, tape it again. All right, and this is how it should look on both sides. All right, so we have that. Now we're going to do our next one. We're going to do the same thing, place it face down here, right in the middle. All right, and then we're going to fold it here, fold it again. We're going to line up both sides of the paper here, and then we're just going to tape it here, line it up here at the bottom, and tape it again. And then we add our fillers. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to tape up our seams here. All right, so we have that. And then we're going to tape it to the sock jig, flip it over, tape it again, and we got our second one wrapped. All right. Let me see. Where we at? Let me see. What is that? Hot Mess Jess Creation says, watching while I work. Thank you so much for coming to the live. I appreciate you. What is that? Avion Water says, how are you printing designs? So we're doing sublimation here. We have our paper, our artwork wrapped around our sock and secure it with tape. And then we're going to wrap it again with aluminum foil in a couple seconds. And then we're going to press that bad boy. All right. So thank you so much for coming to the live. Let me see. Let's see. All right. Stephanie said, thank you. You're welcome, my love. Hey, it's Deontay said, hey, what's going on with you? Thank you so much for coming to the live. Athena said, what are your measurements for the images? So I don't usually like to tell you guys the measurements just because if you press them, I don't want your measurements to be off. So I always encourage you guys to measure it yourself. But I'm going to tell you, I usually do 9.7 by 7.5. Again, don't take my word for it. Measure it yourself so that you can get the best measurements, so that you're not kind of doing this, this trial and error thing. All right. We had 3.7K likes right now. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you guys. Let's see. Where we at? Avion says Procreate is how it's designed. What is used to print out? So as far as the paper, I use copy paper. So I don't use sub paper. I use a paper called Hammer Mill. It's a 32-pound paper. All of the materials that I use is in my bio, so you guys will be able to get that. All right. Everything that I buy, for the most part, I buy from Amazon. All right. Stephanie Jean said, "Oh my God, the amount of tape you go through." Well, it's not actually that much when you think about like kind of doing all over shirts like this, and you have to use so much tape with those processes. So with this one, you know, I don't mind it so much. All right. But again, it's just to make sure that you guys are making sure that it's tight, because you don't want any ghosting. All right. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to wrap up our sock with the aluminum foil here. All right. I know everybody like, what, you know, why are we using aluminum foil, Mr. Socks? What's the point, right? So the point of the aluminum foil is to do all of our heavy lifting, right? So we want to make sure that our aluminum foil can target our seams. Our seams is the side of the sock. Now, if we were to press this design with just the front and the back, then we still wouldn't be able to target our seams. So that would mean that our seams would be white, right? Because we can't get any heat to our seams here. That's the point of the aluminum foil, right? So we want to make sure that when we wrap the aluminum foil, we wrap it tightly so that the heat can circulate through the aluminum foil and be able to target our seams. All right, so that's the point of the aluminum foil. So I'm gonna show you guys how I wrap my sock here. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fold it here. All right, fold it. That'll take care of this side of the seam, and then we're just gonna pick it up, flip the aluminum foil. We're gonna cuff the aluminum foil in the back of the sock jig here. All right, and that'll take care of that side of the seam. And then we're just gonna pull it slightly so that we can create a snug fit here. All right. Ms. Carmen, thank you so much for signing up for the class. Once we get out of here, I will send you the class information. But if you don't want to wait for that, then you can definitely send your donation to the link in the bio. It'll say Procreate class PayPal or Procreate class Cash App, and you'll be able to get right into the class once that donation is made. All right. So thank you so much for that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tape it to the sock jig. Now we have our tape, this tape here, just to when we pull it tightly, we want to be able to secure it in place to keep that tight fit here. All right. So we're going to do a rub test. Our rub test is just us just making sure that our aluminum foil is wrapped the correct way and make sure that it's tight. All right. So if you don't hear anything when you run your finger up and down here, all right, then you know you're good to go. But if you hear something that sounds like aluminum foil, then you know that it's not wrapped tight enough. You need to wrap that bad boy again. All right. So we have that. Let's flip it over. We'll tape it on that side as well. And this is what we have. All right. So we got that. Let's wrap up our next one. Let me see. Hayes Deontay said, yay, I came in before the walk-off. Let's go. Let's go. If you didn't experience the walk-off, make sure y'all stay tuned because we about to get into that thing. All right. So we're going to fold it here, cuff it behind our sock jig. All right. And then we're going to slightly pull towards us to create that snug fit there. All right. And then we're going to tape it in place. All right. So we got that. A couple of our courses is dropping tomorrow. I think we're going to do the rug course is probably going to drop tomorrow, as well as I want to say, let me see what else. I can't remember the other one I'm doing. I think I want to do the rug course and the all over shirt will probably drop tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. If you guys are interested in learning how to make sublimation rugs as well as make all over shirts like we have here. All right. So we got this. We're going to do our rub test. We don't hear anything. We know we're good to go. All right. Let me see if you guys have questions before we get into our pressing here. Let's see. Where we at? I'm all the way up here. Hold on. Let's see. Crystal said, hi, what's going on with you, Crystal? Thank you so much for coming to the live. LF 1366 said, what you making? We're making custom sublimation socks the right way. Let's go. Moet Los said, just started doing sublimation. Thank you so much for coming to the live, bro. I appreciate you. Let me see. Avion said, Dad, we'll check it out. Let me see. Hashtag candle company .com said, or follow me. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Avion said, I meant definitely not Dad. I got you. 11 mil all, what is it? Loving me all day. Got you. Thank you so much for the follow. Shauna, thank you for the follow. Pamela said, good info. Thank you. No problem. Let me see. What is that? Etch-a-Sketch Queen. Oh, who know about the Etch-a-Sketch? That's old school for you. Let's go. Etch-a-Sketch Queen said, how cool. Thank you so much for coming to the live. Etch-a-Sketch. That's old school for you. Let me see. Athea said, where do you get your socks from? So I get all of my socks, or well, as far as the Gildan, because I usually mostly use Gildan. So I get my Gildan socks from Amazon. Again, they're like $17.99 for a 12-pack. But as far as other socks, I use Adidas and Calvin Klein, as well as Reebok. And you can get those from like Marshalls, Ross, TJ Maxx, any place like that. All right. Miles, thank you so much for answering questions. Tiff, thank you for answering questions. Athea said, what is the link to join a class? So the class is in the link in the bio. So you can either register there or you can send your donations, and that'll get you right in the class without me having to send you the information. Just make sure that if you are prepaying for the class, then you want to make sure in those notes, whether in PayPal or Cash App, make sure that you guys are putting your email address so that I can send you the information. Because if you just send your Cash App, I'm not going to be able to know who I need to send the information to. All right. So thank you so much for that. Adele said, I love Procreate, love the Procreate class. Mrs. Socks is an awesome teacher. Thank you so much for that, especially when you get overwhelmed. Let's go. And be mindful that you guys are going to get overwhelmed, especially with the first week, because you know, putting out a whole lot of tools, but you guys have access to me for, you know, the extra help. So please don't feel overwhelmed. You guys have this. Just stay calm and have faith in yourself, and you'll definitely get it done. Mills Wakari said, oh man, the walk-off is coming. Let's go. So let's get into that thing. All right, so we're going to press this up here. So we're pressing it up at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Sorry, that was old school. Pressing it up at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, and you want to make sure you're pressing it up at heavy pressure, right? Because if you press it up at light pressure or medium pressure, then you will still get those white lines going up and down your seam, right? We don't do those, so make sure it's heavy pressure. So we're going to press this thing up here. All right, press it up. We have our Teflon sheet that's acting as a barrier between the heat press and our sock here. All right, so we're just going to press that bad boy up at heavy pressure and let it go for about the 60 seconds. All right, let me see. Beautiful Fairy, thank you so much for the follow. What is that? Deidre or Deidre? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that thing. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Let me see where we at. I keep kind of skipping down to the bottom. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Julianne, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Angela, thank you so much for the follow. Big Bread said, what's a good site for stencils? So with Procreate, we don't really do stencils. We usually just make the design. But if you want designs like, to be able to print, then your best bet is to probably go to like Etsy or some place like that. And you can like buy the designs there, all right, for you to print. Tash T, thank you so much for the follow. Lil Young, thank you for the follow. All right, so we have that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to smack it up, flip it, rub it down. That's just all I'm saying is we just going to flip that thing, right? So let's flip it here. All right. And then we're going to press that bad boy up again for another 60 seconds. And then once we take it off the heat press, then we're going to let it cool down for 2 minutes. And then we're going to peel that bad boy. Let's go. What is that? Hasina. Thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Moet Low said, what software you use? I use Procreate. All right. Charismatic Kitchen said, this is cool. My son loves crazy socks. Make sure you bring that man in here. He need to see this. He need to see this thing. Thank you so much for coming to the live. Stephanie said, okay, got you. Or okay, you got to stay working those lips, boy. Let's go. J. Marie said, stay tuned for the peel and the reveal. You won't be disappointed. Let's go. That's the fan bam talking. Apple user 6386, thank you so much for the follow. Captain Infamous, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Shauna said, what are the details about your class? All right. So we're just gonna take this off, let it cool down for about 2 minutes, and then we're gonna get to that peel. So the class is a 5-week class, right? So the next class will start on next Monday. So it'll be every Monday after that, right? So for 5 weeks. We have 5 weeks. The 5-week class will have learning your tools. We'll have homework assignments. You'll have access to me whenever you need it. If we need to go into a separate chat, if you're not getting some things, then we can work it out from there. And you also have access to recordings, right? So it's not just until the end of the class, it's forever. As long as you have the link, then you'll be able to get those classes. All right. So feel free, sign up at the link in the bio to get into those Procreate classes. Let me see. OD, thank you so much for the follow. Sherilyn, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Let me see. Gifted Hands by Chrissy. Thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. And thank you for the follow. Let me see. Y'all throwing these comments in here. I appreciate you guys. We have 6.1K likes right now. Thank you so much for coming to the live. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not missing no questions. J. Marie said, Tyrone about to do the damn thing. Let's go. You know how we do, Prima. Yeah, no. Crafting Cousins and more said, hello, what's going on with you? Trania, thank you so much for the follow. Foxy Lady, thank you for the follow. Crafting said, I need the link for the new class. Make sure you go to the link in the bio for the class. Go make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers so that we can start to go live and get that thing together. So I'm posting videos every single day until we get where we need to be. Let's go. Amanda, thank you so much for the share. I appreciate you. User 5359 said, what do you or do you sell the sock wrap for sublimation? As far as the sock wrap, what do you mean? As far as the artwork? Yes, I do sell artwork, if that's what you mean. But feel free to put it in the chat to clarify. Excuse me, peeps. Miss Gemini, thank you so much for the follow. Let me see, where we at? Let me see. Jamie Reese says, smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Let's go. Let's go. Dan said, what's the temp? So the temp is 400 degrees for 60 seconds. All right. Let me see. User 8756 said, what's a good press to purchase? So anything that has good reviews, right? Because you want to make sure that you have a quality heat press. It doesn't necessarily have to be $300-400, but just make sure that it's a quality heat press that mostly everybody likes it, and then you're good to go. So it doesn't necessarily have to be $500, but you just want to make sure that it's a quality press. All right. And I would recommend that you start off with a 15 by 15, because I started off with a 15 by 12. It didn't go too well. So let me see. Crafton, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Skylar, or Skyla, thank you so much for the follow. Brownie, thank you for the follow. Amy said, what do you have your press machine wrapped with? So this is a Teflon sheet that I have secured to there with a magnet. All right, so usually I would just place the Teflon sheet over the sock, but one of my fan bam said that they usually have it attached to the heat press, so that's what I did. It works wonders. All right. Captain Infamous, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Dan said, how much pressure? So you want to make sure, now the heat presses are all different, right? So you want to make sure that you keep testing things just to make sure that you know what's the correct pressure. Now with my heat press, sometimes when I don't have enough pressure, or if I have too much pressure, it'll just lay on there, right? So it won't allow me to lock it, right? So when I dial it back a little bit, then it'll allow me to lock it, right? Or if I dialed it back too much, then it'll be too easy for me to press it down. So just get to know your heat press so that you'll know what's light, medium, and heavy pressure. All right. Let me see. Crafton says, when do the new class start? So it starts August 22nd, which is this Monday coming up at 5 p.m. Central. All right. Let me see. Let's see where we at. Adele said, especially when you have to go fishing for Mr. Socks to bring him back. Let's go. We about to get into that walk off. Let's test this bad boy out. Hold on. I think we good to go. Hold on. We're gonna make that thing happen. I thank you guys so much for placing your comments in there. I appreciate y'all. We at 8.8K likes right now. Thank you so much for coming to the live. Make sure when y'all get off this bad boy, y'all head on over to YouTube and holla at your boy over there. You know, give me a subscribe or a comment or a like. Do something for me. You know. All right, so let's get into this bad boy. We're gonna unwrap this thing and we're gonna get into this peel. Let's see. We're gonna get into this peel because this thing about to be epic. My son about to go crazy over these Minecraft socks. All right, so we got that bake through look here. All right, on both sides. Oh Lord, that thing is crazy. Thank you guys so much for the shares. I see y'all. Thank y'all for the likes. We at 9.8K likes right now. Let's go. All right, so we got that. Oh my God, that thing about to be crazy. We got the drum roll. Can I get a drum roll in this thing? Let me see. User 5359 says, show us the socks. Let's go. You know, what is that? Chap you said, I have a 16 by 24. That is absolutely insane. If you have a 16 by 24, then that means you'll be able to press more socks. All right. Kia, thank you so much, for the roses. I appreciate you, my love. All right. We're going to get into that thing. I see y'all throwing them drum rolls in there. So let's do it. Let's go. Oh Lord. I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. Oh Lord. Oh my God. Did y'all see that? Oh Lord. Come on, Mr. Socks. Don't do it to him like that. You know? Don't do it to him like that, Mr. Socks. I had to pull out my son Minecraft sword. What is we talking about here? You know? Oh my God. That thing is insane. Oh Lord. I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. That is absolutely insane. Did y'all see that? Oh my God. Just slice up the thing for him. You know? I had to pull out the Minecraft sword. That's all I'm talking about. Tim said, not the sword. Let's go. Oh my God. Look. Oh Lord. Look at that crispiness. I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. Oh Lord. Where the seams at though? Come on. I ain't gonna be able to do that. Hold on. Let me slide that bad boy off because y'all think it's a fluke. Y'all think, oh, get into the 360. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me put it on the tumbler because y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand what we talking about here. Oh my God. Check out the seam though. The tip said seams. What seams, bruh? What seams we talking about here? Oh Lord. I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. Y'all about to make, oh Lord. Y'all playing with Mr. Socks. Y'all playing with Mr. Socks. Let me see what we talking about here. Hold on. Now hold this. Hold it. Hold it. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Let me see. Look, Mills Curry said 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Pamela said yes. Let's go. Sue cracking up from the UK. Let's go. Dan is cracking up. Y'all is crazy. J. Marie said, ooh wee, them colors is popping. Them things is insane, cuzzo. Oh my God, Primo, we ain't gonna be able to do it to him. We ain't gonna be able to do it. Let's try that thing again, because I think y'all think it's a fluke out here. Yeah, no, I think y'all think it's a fluke. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Mr. Socks done did it again. Oh my God. Lord. Oh, Lord. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna do that thing. Oh, jeez. Come on. Come on, Mr. Socks. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What we talking about here? You know, that's all I'm saying. What we talking about here? That thing. Oh, my God. Mr. Socks done did it again. Mr. Socks done did it again. That's all I'm saying. Check me out, though. Oh my God, check me out. Check me out, check me out. Lord, why this thing not flipping? Hold on. Cause I bet, oh, there you go. Look at them seams though, bro. Look at them, oh my God, you ain't even know they was there. I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. Lord, hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see. Mills Vicari said, I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. Let's go. Let's go, Kari. Let's go, my man. You see, I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. Shirt's on the way. Let's go. Let's go. You know, I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. Dan said, awesome, thanks. You're amazing. Love the hype. Let's go. I appreciate you. Oh my God. Let me see. Dan said, does the aluminum foil work for tumblers? Come on, let them know. Let Dan know. You know, it works for everything. It works for the all-over shirts. It works for the tumblers and whatever else you want to use. That, you know, as far as the sublimation blanks, we use it for it all. We use it for it all. We got little Lizzie up in here. What's going on, little Lizzie? Mad Max said, nice. Thank you so much for that. Stephanie said, you so happy. You gotta be happy. You gotta be happy. Let's go. J. Marie said, yes, 360 them bad boys. Let's go. You know, I had to pull out that Minecraft. You know, that's all I'm saying. We're gonna get up out of here because I gotta go sit in this traffic. But before we leave this thing, we're gonna give out this design. So let me see. Let me see what we're doing today. Let me see what we're doing. Miles, thank you so much for that. Let's see. Carmen Hill said, to Tamaj, is that you? Yes, it's me. It's me. You know, it is me. Let me see. Shirley said, damage, that's kosher. They so cool. Let's go. All right. So I want you guys, if you want to win this design, I want you guys to put in the comments, Minecraft. If you want to win this digital file, put Minecraft in the comments so that we can get you this file. All right. If you win this file, make sure you contact me at customondeck@gmail.com so that we can get you the file. All right. So let me see. Let me see. We got our first one is hey is Deontay is oh wait, hold on. Hey is Deontay ain't in there. Hold on. You got to put Minecraft in that thing. Let me see. Queen T. We got one. We got Gifted Hands by Chrissy. We got two. Let me see. Hold Hold on. Carmen got 3. Crafton up in here. We got 4. Miss Melissa in this thing got 5. B. Ellis got 6. Let me see. And Dan is 7. Thank you guys so much for participating. I love y'all so much. So if you want to file today, make sure y'all contact me at customondeck@gmail.com so that you can get your free file. I love you guys so much. Make sure y'all go subscribe on YouTube. If you wanted to get into the Procreate class, make sure you go to the link in the bio so that you can subscribe. I love you guys. Understand that I appreciate y'all so much for rocking with me every single day, for supporting me. It means so much to me. So if you guys ever need anything from me, anything that I can help with, I will do that. All right. I want you guys to have a great day. Do something for yourself. Appreciate yourself because I appreciate you. Like I always say, Tiff, thank you so much for that. Never sit in your fears. Get your mat truck and plow through that thing. I love y'all. Peace.